All right, all right. So, welcome everyone to another episode of Rubbing Elbows, which is normally Thursdays at 2 o'clock, but we are about to make a change. So, starting next week, we are going to prime time. We're moving our show to 8 o'clock in the evening. We got a lot of requests, and we figured makes sense after everybody is relaxed. They can enjoy some good content, some funny content, some off-market deals. So make sure next week to remember we'll send out announcements on social media. Chuck, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Everything's great. I think moving to what is it? Must see TV time slot, prime time. It's good because we get a lot of our views in the evening. It's just something we've noticed. We'll go live at 2 p.m. and then sure enough, we'll get all the views at 8 p.m.
Right. Not just that, but we're doing it Thursday, so we're not going to be competing with The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or anything like that. So we should be good.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. So we're going to make it a little different this week, right? We're going to twist. We're going to end with your off-market deals. I actually just got a text from an agent, so I want to point it out there. If you're an agent, you have off-market deals, send us the text message with the details. We'll promote it here on the show. So I'll be talking about that a little bit later. And what do we start with, Chuck?
Where do we start? Okay, we talked about 8 p.m. I think that's going to be a good thing because people always tell me, oh, yeah, it's all over my feed, my Instagram feed, my Facebook feed, my LinkedIn feed, my WhatsApp feed. We're coming at them from, every angle. So I think that's a good thing. Do you want to talk about our guest, I think, next week? I'm really excited about this particular guest.
I know you are, but you know what? I can't. I'm not allowed to talk about the guest yet, and it may or may not be next week, but they did commit to within the next month. So we do have actually two very exciting guests, very well known. So stay tuned for that.
I'm actually very excited about that because this guest, he or she, is just a part of this big community. Everybody knows this person. Everybody knows he's well respected. He's got a great success story, and he's very, very active. And I'm looking forward to it. By the way, you know what just popped up on my Facebook today? A memory. With, Marty Azulai a year ago. Can you believe that?
A year ago.
1 year. Actually, 1 year.
Actually, it's funny you say that because I had a little surprise that I was going to surprise you with. I thought maybe you forgot about it, but I guess the memory gave it away. So, yes, today is our 1 year birthday. Go, Shorty.
I love that.
Yeah, I just put that together right before the show so that we can, that's an achievement, man. 1 year, exactly a year ago today, episode 1 with Marty Azulai, which, says a lot. Not just that we kept it consistent and we stayed on and, we keep doing the show, but also the fact that so much fear a year ago and uncertainty, and looking back, it's crazy. It doesn't make sense what's happening in the market. Everybody is killing it. Prices have kept going up. The market is still booming, right? Everybody's waiting for that wave to crash, but keep riding that wave while it's there. So that's definitely exciting. But that leads me into our new segment, which is one of the posts in this new segment will relate to this new 1 year thing. So why don't we just go ahead and kick that off? I'll start our new segment, which is funny but true memes of the week. All right, Chuck. So here's how this is going to work. We will find memes every week that relate to us on, some level, one way or another. I'll bring them up, and you'll give us a story that you've experienced that was similar to it.
Maybe,
so here's
maybe
the first
you'll have a story, and I'll bring them up.
Or maybe. There you go. So just like that, millions of homes sold without open houses. I mean, this one's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, I mean, this goes based on, when he was like, and just like that, we didn't have to worry about money no more when his mom invested in Apple. But I think this, obviously, we know why it's funny, but I think the lesson here, I think we should be able to squeeze a lesson out of all these memes because there's something, something to be extracted from it.
Right. What to do, or better yet, what not to do.
Yeah, I mean, this is a classic, supply and demand. People are still going to buy homes regardless if, tomorrow there's no more cell phones. We're still going to buy and sell homes. If there's no Wi-Fi, we're still going to buy and sell homes. If there's a freaking pandemic, we're still going to buy and sell homes. So people will adapt one way or another. And
right, but do you remember when Marty came on and we it was our first show, so we didn't really know what to ask, and we just wanted to kind of eliminate the fear because everybody assumed the worst, right? The market was coming to an end. How the hell are we going to sell houses when we can't even show houses, right? That was the whole thing. You can't even do an open house. And now looking back, most people probably don't even remember those fears that we had a year ago. But just like that, millions of homes sold without an open house, right?
That's right.
It's perfect.
That's right. Before you go to the next one, by the way, one thing that stuck with me with the first show of Marty said something very powerful. He said, work on your craft. Like, this is a good time right now to work on your own stuff, work on your social media, work on whatever the stuff that you need time to develop. Like, this is the perfect time to do it. You can't get out of the house. You can't do much. Work on that,
Right.
That was good. We were doing recaps of those. Remember, we're doing recap to the episode. I remember that.
Yeah, a lot has changed. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Here's the next one. I actually like this one. This one's funny.
If you're a real estate agent, pants look like this, you will not be e-signing anything.
This guy probably doesn't even have a smartphone. He's probably still with a pager and a flip phone.
He's on his razor looking for Wi-Fi, looking for internet. This is hilarious. This is from the Broke Agent, who is also our guest. Follow his account. He's got the best stuff. But this is particularly funny to me because the first thing instinctual is you want to laugh and be like, oh, look at this guy. Like, what a joke. But he's probably been doing this since the 50s,
right.
60s, he's probably 80 years old, walking around, using fax machine, wet signatures everywhere.
I mean, you go to homes like on the daily, right? Just today, I know you were at 2 different homes and you run into agents when you get your off-market deals. Do you relate to this? Have you ever seen this?
Oh yeah, all the time. But I have this thing, always be kind. You don't know what people are going through. He might still be stuck in the 70s. I think that, this is one of those times you need to remember to respect your elderly, because this guy is connected with a different generation. He's connected with older folks who are not savvy with Zillow and for sale by owner and how to find this and how to find that. They're just, they're elderly people, and he's the guy that's still in touch with them. He's the guy that's sitting at early bird special at Denny's with them or wherever.
Yeah, true.
That's the guy you want to be nice to.
The new buyers are the baby. They're not so much the baby boomers anymore. Nowadays, it's the new generation. So if you see a guy like this, I mean, that's what this meme is saying, right? You know that you're not going to e-sign anything. Like, you're not getting your disclosure sent to you to e-sign. You're going to have to print them out, sign it by hand, and get them back.
He wants to meet in person, of course. Different generation. What's next?
Let's jump to the next one. What do we got? We got this one right here. This is so true, man. This is not only what it says, right? Client requirements, but client's budget. It's so true. But it's also it's funny that this is an actual picture. So somebody actually did this.
Yeah. So I'll tell you my experience with this client requirements and client's budget is, I work with a lot of developers. Some of these guys, they might have liquid 500,000, they might have $1 million, and they're trying to kind of figure out, okay, if I'm putting this much down, I'll get this much hard money. This is what I need for repairs. So some of them are capped out at like $1 million purchase, let's say, Why are we seeing, $2 million homes? Why are we even wasting time seeing this when you can't afford it? Your budget's here, we're over here. We need to be north of the boulevard. You're dragging me south of the boulevard. It's not going to
Right.
happen. It's not going to
Right.
work. But but I'm cash.
It's
Nobody
like those
cares.
HGTV shows where they want to buy something, they want the moon and the stars, but they don't they don't have the money for it. So they end up taking them to a mansion. They get them all excited. They think it's within their budget, and then they're looking for a $500,000 home, and all of a sudden it's 1.2 million price tag. But sometimes you have to do that to get them into like the reality that
Yeah.
this is what we're working with.
I was never really hardcore part of retail. I'm really getting into it now with my team. But when I was in the beginning, like I'd sit in open house and somebody would walk in and be like an $800,000 house. I'd be like, oh my God, I love it. I think I want to write an offer on it. I'm like, oh, great. What do you do? I work at Walmart.
All right,
just you or somebody co-sign? No, it's just me. Cool. Can I get a first-time home buyer 5% down? Okay, great. Next.
How many borrowers can I put on an application?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the last one. I know you're gonna love this one. I mean, you know what? Before I even put it up there, depending on how many people are watching, if you relate to this, post it in the comments right now.
Of course. So Zillow Memes, I think, are the most popular ones because, Zillow has this estimate and everyone's like, oh, my house is worth this much. Oh, my house is worth this much. And nowadays, people are actually getting more than what this estimate says, which is crazy. But, going back a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I went to someone's house and this was in Los Feliz. He's like, yeah, my house is worth, Zillow says my house is worth 2 million. And I I was like, really? Zillow says it's worth 2 million. I mean, the house is half burnt. Okay. The house suffered a fire. It's really at land value at 1 million, but he's like, Zillow said it's worth 2. So I start telling, I'm like, listen, Zillow doesn't take into account that your neighbor has a view. Zillow doesn't take into account that you have noise from that school across the street. Zillow doesn't take into account this, that, and the other.
Oh, you're just going at Zillow.
And then he comes back at me with, well, actually, you know what? In 2009, I actually moved up to San Francisco to work on the Zillow algorithm team where we improved the software. We upgraded the servers. I'm thinking, oh my God. And this guy gave me a lesson about Zillow. Thank God his house.
You just offended his profession.
Thank God his house was halfway burned. It was land value. So we ended up doing the deal for about $1 million too, but $2 million. Come on. And you just never know who you're talking to,
Right.
You never know who you're talking to.
I agree. All right. Well, that's the memes of the week. So this is something we're going to just start doing every week. So if you have anything funny you want to send us, or if you come across something, just shoot it over. We'll be looking for our own, but shoot it over. And if it's something that we personally relate to, we'll throw it on the show. We'll give you some credit.
And also something we can squeeze a lesson out of. That's really important because memes, there's tons of memes. For example, the agent with the old pants, respect your elderly. You never know where these deals are going to come from. Gump, adapt, learn how to adapt. Like you got to be able to squeeze and extract those lessons because there's those lessons there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I think it's time we jump into our final segment and talk about some off-market deals. So let's get that going. Where are we at here? There you go. All right, Chuck. Let's kick it off. I know you got a couple of things, and I have one here that an agent asked me to present. So I'll do that at the end. But go ahead. What do you got?
So, what do we have? Okay, so we've got this off-market Culver City fixer. Literally, the property across from it is a gorgeous, like modern, beautiful, beautiful home. It's in Culver West, actually. It's not Culver City. It's on the cusp, so it's called Culver West. That one you can pick it up for 1.2. I'm probably going to be showing it tomorrow. There's an apartment building to the right of you, and you're really this is an income property. I mean, you can literally add another 1,000 square feet in the back as an ADU, and then you've got a legal duplex, two structures, and you can get amazing income, or you can sell it as a duplex. So that one will be on lafixers.com in the inventory section. Yep. That one is 1,200,000. Yeah. So that's what I've got on that one.
So what's the play on that one? What kind of an investment is that? Is that a fix and flip? Is that a rental value? Like what kind of play?
Either or. Somebody can come in, buy it. I'll give you the few different plays. Somebody can come in, buy it, get plans for the ADU, put it on the market with a house with plans for ADU, and put it on the market for whatever, 1,350,000, 1,400,000, whatever. Okay, make 100, 150, just in that flip for connecting the dots and bringing the ADU plans. Right. Somebody else can come in, buy it, rent the front, get plans for the back, build the ADU in the back, rent the ADU in the back, and then you're selling it as a as a rental, as a performing rental. If somebody wanted to take it down completely to the just take it down and build new, you could. I don't think that'd be the best play. I think the best play is to convert the existing garage to one car attached garage.
Right.
Make the whole thing 1,100 square feet. Do another 1,100 square feet in the back, and you got an amazing duplex there.
Okay.
So,
nice.
1,200,000.
And it's Culver West, right? So rental values, if I'm not mistaken, are up there.
Oh yeah, big time. I don't know if I spoke about this one last week. This is Maple Drive. I don't know if I spoke about it. We had someone interested, but it's Beverly Hills. It's a pocket in Beverly Hills that there's not much new construction. All the homes that are trading, that are selling in that area, are older homes, and they're still trading for 1,000 to 1,200 a foot. This is going to be a brand new construction, modern, 4,000 square feet, open floor plan. And that one is selling with plans, completely approved RTI for 3.150. Okay, 3.150. You pick up the lot and the approved plans, fully approved, ready to go. Okay.
What are the plans approved for? What kind of development?
4,000 square foot, modern.
Okay.
5 bedroom, 5 bath, open floor plan. Beautiful, beautiful home. There's one that sold across the street for also 3.1, 3.2, and there's an apartment building behind it. So it's not really apples and apples, but it's on the same street. We anticipate this actually selling for about 1,400 to 1,500 a foot, brand new construction, and we're thinking a hair or two under 6 million. So we think maybe 5.7, 5.8 exit on it.
Right. So you're buying it for 3.1.
50, yeah.
You're building 4,000 square feet. Let's go crazy. Cost you $1 million. That's more.
No, I think give it like 1,300,000. You want to do really nice stuff.
Okay, so 1,300,000. So you're still into it for under 4.5, and the value at 1,500 a square foot at 4,000 square feet. That's exactly 6 million. So even if you're off a little bit, that's over $1.5 million in a margin.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one belongs to one of my investors, one of my resources. That one's ready to go. I've got the plans. If anybody wants to see it, the plans, you can email lafixers@gmail.com. I'll reply back with the plans. The next one we've got, this is a 22,000 square foot flat lot with a house on it. There's a 2,000 square foot house on it in Woodland Hills on Oxnard. And that one is 1,300,000.
Okay.
There's so many plays on it. You can expand the main house, add an ADU, 1,200 square foot ADU. It's just so big. It's huge. So that one is on Oxnard, the 22,000 block of Oxnard. And that one's 1,300,000, 2,200 square feet. Next one is Woodland Hills. Beautiful, beautiful neighborhood of Woodland Hills. Like beautiful neighborhood, Woodland Hills, south of the boulevard. This is DeSoto of Ventura on Kelvin South. I don't know if you're familiar with Kelvin South. That's where like there's a couple of gated communities in that area. It's like amazing neighborhood. That one is an 18,000 square foot lot, all flat.
Isn't that right off of the country club up there?
This is right by your office, actually.
Okay.
Right by your office. Yeah,
Maybe I'll go check it out right after the show.
Yeah, it's actually a great property. That one, it's been gutted, and they were going to do like a complete renovation. They weren't sure what they were going to do. It's completely gutted, so you'd have to finance it with the hard money while you do your renovation or a construction loan.
What's the size of the frame right now?
I want to say 2,200, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you pick it up for 1.4, and I think the exit on that, if you wanted to flip it, I think end user comes in, throws 300,000-400,000 at it, and then you're all in $1.7 million, $1.8 million, and then you can sell it for 2.3 or whatever, 2.4, 2.5, depending how nice you do it. It's really a special neighborhood. It's one of the nicest ones in Woodland Hills. So that's 1.4, and right. That is the final one.
That is your final one. So we got one from an agent right before we went live. Looks like this is a condo townhouse. It's in Valley Village, in the heart of Valley Village. So it's close to temples, if that's important to people. It's close to, Cambridge for the Jewish community. This one is in the mid to high sixes. It's 2 stories, 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,000 square feet. If you're looking at it from an investment perspective, it brings in about $4,000 in rental value. The HOA is only $540, and that includes earthquake insurance. So that alone is worth $500 a month. It's looks like it's moving ready. Beautiful 2-story open space, cathedral ceilings, very spacious, master bedroom, crown moldings. If you're interested in it, let us know. We'll connect you directly with the agent, or we can help you already have it tied up in escrow. This is off market. It's not listed right now. It probably will become listed at some point, but if you're interested, or if you have a client that is looking for Valley Village townhouse, condo, 2-story, about 2,000 square feet, let us know. This one looks like a really great price in the mid to high sixes. I don't think you can find anything in Valley Village that size.
How big is it again?
It's 2,000 square feet.
Wow.
2-story.
I'd like to point out that I also get text messages from people wanting me to, bring up their fixers, or their off-market opportunities. And a lot of times, like, listen, I already have 3-4 that I'm talking about today. I don't want to overwhelm people, but this could be a really great opportunity if they follow the guidelines. If you follow the guidelines, meaning it has to be off market and it has to have an upside. Okay, meaning it's a fixer, it's a tear down, it's sitting on a R3, R4 zoning, RD 1.5 zoning, things like that. So if that's the case, then yes, we can definitely, promote it on here, connect you with a buyer.
You know what? I actually, that just gave me an idea. So I'm just winging it. You can say no, but I think that we should open it up and let people come and present their own. Obviously, they submit it to us first. We make sure it meets the guidelines, as you just pointed out. And if it does, we can choose somebody every week to just come on and present their own deal. What do you think about that?
That could be interesting. I think some people, though, with the clear cooperation policy that the California Association of Realtors came out with, you can't go and promote. So we have to, I think we should talk about it and figure out exactly how to do it to keep everybody compliant, because it's one of those things that came out. People are still doing off market, especially now. You're going to come out with something like that during pandemic? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I don't care about the details. I just think about
Yeah.
vision and how we can use it. So you're probably right. We'll look into the details, but if we could pull that off, that could be interesting. Give somebody the floor and let them present their own deal.
Yeah. No, that could be cool.
Kind of like Shark Tank, and then everybody watching becomes the sharks.
Yeah, true. By the way, kudos for making that little birthday little thing. That was cute.
Oh, what, this thing? I love that thing, man.
That thing. That was great.
All right. All right.
That's pretty cool. What'd you get me?
You know what? I was about to ask the same thing.
Mm.
I do have something for you, though. I do.
I have something for you. It's an off-market fixer. I think you're gonna love it.
You took the words out of my mouth. All
Anyway,
right. So next week, yeah, we're gonna move this thing to 8 o'clock or 8:30. What do we decide? 8 o'clock,
okay.
right?
I'm okay. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock's good. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Any final words?
Any final thoughts, like Jerry? No, just I'm happy we hit 1 year. I'm happy we made all these great connections, and it's been great.
I think we're also finally coming back to a little bit of normal, right? It's been a year since we started the show, a little over a year since we officially went into lockdown last year. Today's the 15th, right? Today is the first Laker game that is open to fans.
Oh, nice.
By the way, if anybody's interested in getting access, because I used to own seats there, they gave me first right of refusal. I'm willing to help out and pass on tickets to anybody that wants to do it as a gift or whatever. It's limited, but the nice thing about it is that we're coming back to some bit of normalcy. Hopefully, we'll have our event soon in person with people, networking with some speakers, something that I know you and I are very excited about. So I'm hoping to get it done within the next couple months.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everyone.
Fantastic.
Thank you for joining again. Do not forget, next week we are going to move to 8 o'clock. We will absolutely announce it everywhere. So you're probably going to see a lot of social media this next coming week. Just reminding everyone, if you do have any deals, send them our way. If you have any funny memes, send them our way. If you want some interaction or ideas or tips, or just, drop us a line if you want to talk. We're here.
Yeah. We'll see you next Thursday.
Later, everyone.
Peace.